Hey, what were we going to say?
I was going to say there's something more dangerous than garden shears round your knob or clusters of rusty needles in front of your eyes, and it's 6 words.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And it's the most dangerous 6 words.
The most dangerous 6 words in business. Oh, my God.
You take it away.
Well, and the times I've seen it as well. And we're not even talking about these great big fucking furniture stores and places with their perennial sales, and they can afford it. And they make it up on their other sales and things like that. And I mean, their prices are artificial anyway. And we're talking of guys in the street, handymen and electricians and plumbers and tradespeople. We won't be beaten on price. And what they're saying is, we are happy to work for less than anyone else. Don't care how little it is, how skilled I am, what the job is, how difficult it's going to be. We won't be beaten on price. I mean, I could weep for these people.
Just imagine losing all control over your own prices for your own business.
That's what you've done, yeah. You have lost control of your prices. If that is your price, if that is your promise, and let's face it, sticking to your word is a good thing. If that is the promise you're making, your prices are being set by things outside your control.
By idiots. If a competitor set us up down the road, they could do it with the sole intention just to fuck you.
If they wanted to, yeah. If it was that important to them. They could set up a business, put 10K into it for a laugh to put you out of business.
And do you know what the funniest thing is? They wouldn't even have to do that, because this silly cunt saying they won't be beaten on price is going to put themselves out of business.
Yeah, it's because the misconception is, we'll make it up with volume. But let's go back to the scenario and we said, if you put your prices up by 10%, you can actually afford to lose a third of your business. Conversely, if you reduce your prices by 10%, you've got to do about a third more business. Yeah, because you've lost about 40% of your profits, so you need to make that up. So you need to do considerably more than 10% more business to keep your profits up. You've got to make up that 40%, or 38.6, or 38.57. But that's 38.6%. You've almost 40%. So you've got to do not far off, twice as much work. It's not that far off 50%. And most people in the trades are probably not on 35% anyway. And the smaller your markup, the bigger that shortfall is going to be. So 38.6% is on 35% markup. If you're marking up, say, 20%, which is probably about right for most people in the trades, that 38.6% is probably more like 50 to 60%. Probably not far off. I could do the numbers, but there's not much point. The numbers aren't that important, not for this conversation. What's important is increase your prices by 10%. You'll almost, on that kind of low margin, that kind of low market, you'll almost double your profits. Conversely, if you cut your prices by 10%, like so many do, you halve your profits, which means you've got to do twice as much work. Imagine that. You don't realize that by cutting your price by 10% means you've got to work twice as hard for the same money. If that doesn't scare people listening to this, I don't know what will. I really don't.
A mere 10%.
I know, it seems like nothing. Doesn't it?
If that matters to the clientele you are serving, you need to serve different clientele, because not once have I ever looked at anything and gone, I wish there was 10% off that and I'd buy it.
Exactly. I know, exactly. And
even when you're spending lots of money, John, what's the difference between 9 and 10 grand?
Yeah, it doesn't matter, does it? Because when you're in that mindset, you want the solution to the problem. And there will be people who will say, I want 9, not 10, just because it's a grand and I could do something else with a grand. There are people out there who will do that. I know that. Then avoid them, because most just won't. Most will just say, most people making a 50K purchase will just say, I'll transfer the money, look forward to working with you. It's the cheapo, it's the cheapo clients who will say, well, I've done the money, and this is really important. It's a lot of money, and I'm relying on you to get me results. My wife and I, it's for our lifestyle, our future. So we're counting on you. We expect you to deliver. That's a low price person pissing and moaning about what they've paid you. A quality client is just going to say, great, transfer the money, just get on with it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Do you remember that phone call we had when we did the models thing with Simon Malone? Classic case. Anything else? You two have any questions? Yeah, how much is it? And it wasn't until like, what's it going to cost us because we don't have any money? It was, we just want to get it out of the way because we want this. Can we just fucking pay you and get on with it? And she made a good call. She was a good saleswoman because I know she had a script and she should have gone through it, but she made a good judgment call and thought, I know these guys, they just want to pay for it and get on with it. And she said, 10K, yeah, $10,000. I went, US, Connor, pay the woman.
It was funny.
That's what we now. Imagine that if it was someone doing a $500 purchase, they'd have been, oh, it's a bit steep. I need to speak to a wife about that. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, we won't be beaten on price. If I heard, I mean, I guess we never say never, but it's not impossible. If someone came to join us in Foundations and that was their USP, it's not impossible. I would just say, look, I can't help you with that attitude.
Yeah, you're so far gone.
You're so far gone. I can't help you. I mean, I guess I might be because I feel so sorry for them.
The only way, John, would be if they held their hands up and they said, look, this is untenable. I know it's stupid. I don't know any other way to get business.
Yeah, I guess then
the wife needs me busy and out the house, but I don't know what to do.
But the moment they said the word but, they'd be gone.
But it works.
Yeah, but you cannot go around saying you won't be beaten on price. You must charge more. Yeah, but right, off you go.
And most people listening to this, you don't have an elaborate, smart enough strategy to even utter or think about those words. No. Not even the low cost choices in this world think we won't be beaten on price. They know they want to go in as low as possible, and they have a very specific strategy of achieving it, and they make their money elsewhere. It's very strategical. It's very fucking smart.
I know what they're doing.
It's admirable what they do, but you live a fucking one-man band fitting carpets or boilers, for example, your tosspot. Yeah, fucking £10 a month, best value. And this shit this really pisses me off when their pricing matrices on their website and it's £10, £15, and then £20, and there's always this like highlighted border and a star saying, best value. What? Then why are you offering anything else?